Akwaba on today's edition of Trends on KDM. And Charlie, we are in a political season. So politicians in now either one cocoa season a woman until BRA and Mobutunwaya. We win the Ghanaians and now come on away to wide and yedi kokromoti power yede push one away to our bets na Ngwado another Mampingwa Nesha. John Dramani Mahama is in the scene. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia is also in the scene. And Obiala Mano promises. Some of the promises are juicy. It's kind of like, okay, these people have good plans, but like, I mean, the narrative doesn't change. Before they come to power, usually politicians are very forward-thinking visionaries. But the moment they come to power, I don't know. I've not been a politician, or neither have I been a president before. I don't know the obstacles at the top there. I'll keep on saying that. It seems like they have brilliant ideas, massive ideas for the country, but the moment they are ushered into power, it's like these ideas are very difficult to implement. So maybe there are real reasons or real obstacles there that you and I that have not been in that position are not seeing. But promises are Kai recently, and I did that. Yes, yesterday. John Dramani Mahama and the NDC held a forum like to actually outlay some of their plans they have for Ghanaians, and they gave people the opportunity to ask questions about how some of the, how do I say, promises or the manifesto and other some of the initiatives that they think that overpower. They gave Ghanaians opportunity to ask questions, and one of the key things that stood out from that particular interaction was the fact that John Dramani Mahama says that overpower tertiary education when you enter the first year will be free. So I'm a little bit on the fence on this, because I feel like even though it's a good initiative, but progressively, no, if nimpa no first year anyway, na say no sanso school fees. What if they are holding your the financial capacity is not there? Nimpa no J school about if you're not there. Nimpa ni J now, it means that all the investments governments we invest into the person. That's this kind of work. Nimpa ni chuma trade and a waste. So I feel like maybe there is a mechanism that should be looked into or revived or reviewed with regards to that particular policy. It's a good policy, but how effective will it be? Especially looking at how CCR economy now, most people might not even have the money to actually take care of themselves on campus. Yeah, so if that is a good initiative, but I feel like it lacks a bit of context on okay, so the end product of going to school is actually for you to get your certificate. Okay, so let's say you are going to school for 4 years plus yeah, that's the standard years that everybody goes to school for. If you go to school for 4 years, now they are paying only 1 year. Out of 1 year, you have 3 years to actually get to the finish line. Now the finish line is your certificate. Okay, if you pay 1 year and the person doesn't get to reach like the 3rd year or the 4th year to actually get a certificate, it's like I feel like it's more like you are actually tackling the problem, but you're not really tackling the problem the way it's supposed to be tackled. Okay, personally, that's what I think. So even though it's good, even though it's sort of or then why just some kind of stress if you batan and other guardians and parents want to, but to a certain extent I feel like there's some review that should go into that particular policy. And also one thing that they mentioned was they are going to scrap some of the taxes, which includes betting. It includes betting. Now betting, wearing you see, and it's 10%. Now 10%, you know, most Ghanaian youth are not happy about it, because betting is like the cheat code that some youth or most Ghanaian youth are now using to actually survive the system, because the system is constricted, like system minded. So it's like that's the only way some of them are using to actually survive. And wearing in the CC, and we have 10% tax. Whether to the CC and say a withdraw even 1,000 cedis, the government has to take 100 cedis, and people are willing to actually, if for the sake of that betting tax to be scrapped off, people are willing to actually vote. And then they are one guy was saying that he will actually protect the ballot box if John Mahama is going to assure them say Oba or that means it's very important to most of the Ghanaian youth. So I feel that in a way, to a sort of, I mean, also only how be a Ghanaian youth in one, but I'm not in any way endorsing betting, okay, but Charlie, this is the reality of what is actually happening with regards to politics. So when you flip on the other side of the coin is the parliamentary race. Okay, then now parliamentary race, is basically people that are going to be like the support system to the presidential candidate. Now one of them is Valentina Nino Inote, who is the parliamentary candidate for NPP for Klote Kole constituency. Now he's in the news. Now he's actually fixing some street lights, street lights in that locality there. And control the Bob community. Now the problem here is the street lights not all fixed, or the next sticker or something that street lights, So like as it fixed is in the same time he's advertising his political ambition. Okay, and most people are not happy with that because they feel like it's a form of manipulation. Okay, because if you want to do that, then why are you waiting until now that you need the people to actually do something for you? If you knew there was a problem there, why didn't you solve it before? Now, see, no mama, I put in your baby why they leave BB just for them to win their hearts. Now, lay a crown. Why would you put your stickers on the how do you call it? How will you put your stickers on the street light? Because who funded it? If it's you that you even founded it, funded the whole thing. I mean, most Ghanaians are saying that it's a form of manipulation, which it's something that we've been seeing. How politicians during election years, or some people even go to people's house to wash their panties and do a lot of things. And sometimes I feel it's a serious insult to the intelligence of some of the candidates, some of the voters. I mean, because if you want to be good, if you've seen a problem as a leader in a constituency or in a community, and then you want to solve it, you don't wait until when, Charlie, you also need the help of people before you actually go and do something. Because then if you do that, even if you have good intention or you are good intention about what you are doing, the moment it's like you are doing it as a means to an end, it totally negates the fact that what you are doing is something that is going to help the community. Now, I don't know because people are now looking at the whole thing as a quest or as a form of gift to actually convince people for them to actually give you their vote, which is not the best. Charlie, politics in Ghana is not Ghana per se, but in Africa it has its own culture. So this is what is happening with regards to Valentina Ninote, who is actually fixing street lights and then posting his stickers on the street light. But street lights, not sticker number CD. So how visible will it even be for people that are passing? Will it be effective to communicate his ambition to actually be the, because Obosude. Now, you know that normally when street lights are on, because the lights are very bright, say at the bus here, the rays of the lights is too bright that you can't even read what is under. Because when you are looking at the video, you show the video, you realize that where the sticker is, it's very difficult to even read it. Okay, maybe he did it for the daylight, not for the night time, because if you are doing it for the night, I believe that the rays are in the street lights and the lights in none issue. Now, no oil than party. It simple will be very difficult for you to actually read what is under. But anyway, I think desperate situations calls for desperate measures. So that's why our man right there is also finding ways to actually solicit for people's votes. So that's what's happening in the world of politics, and I don't know what you think about these conversations, and I would like to know your comments and your thoughts about these issues in the comment section. Charlie, we are in election year. You have to take care, and obviously you have to make sure that you are following the rules of the nation. I understand was so bedding a bear shit. I will end today's edition of Trends on KDM here, and I will definitely see you on the other side. The name is Donald.